Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope this video is finding you well. So today you're going to be seeing a china cabinet makeover, or some people will call it a china cabinet restoration, or furniture redo. I've heard it presented several different ways. This project took Dan and I 3 weeks. So as I put this video together, I don't know what footage I got and what footage I missed, but you're going to be seeing it all in one video. But it definitely took Dan and I 3 weeks, and because we had to kind of do it between just everyday life things. So we worked on it here and there, but overall it took us 3 weeks to do. And like I said, I don't know how much footage I got or what I might have missed. Please note that as you're watching this video, keep in mind the methods that Dan and I used to do this china cabinet makeover worked for us. The products we used, our method of how we sanded things, and just paint spraying it, what type of paint we used. No, we did not use chalk paint. Not that I don't use chalk paint, I do. I just use that on smaller projects versus bigger projects. We all have our preference. And I say, whatever paint you feel comfortable with, you work with that. It's your project. So just note that how you see us doing things, it's not that I'm sitting here recommending you do it that way. I'm just showing you how we do it, and it works for us. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Please know that at the end of the video, when I show you how I staged the china cabinet, what you're seeing is the 4th of July, how I did it for the 4th. Please note that you're seeing this video after the 4th, okay? So keep that in mind as you watch the video, that, well, she kind of had to decorate it for the 4th. Well, it's because I finished it. We finished it just before the 4th of July, and I decorated it for the 4th with my favorite Liberty Blue dishes. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's head over to the makeover. Just woke up a little while ago, taking a cup of coffee, and we are headed out this morning to drive to Dan's parents' house. We are going to be renting a U-Haul to pick up their china cabinet. So we are inheriting the china cabinet. So we are on our way to pick that up. First, I'm going to get some coffee, and we're going to kind of get motivated here and drive out to their house today. We are at Dan's parents' house picking up the china cabinet. So they asked us if we would like to have it. They offered it to other family members, and nobody really wanted the cabinet. They were going to put it in their garage sale. So Dan and I, we said that we would be more than happy to have it. So they graciously let us come and pick it up, knowing that we were going to be doing a makeover. We went on ahead and rented a Penske moving truck to get the china cabinet back home. So we're going to go on ahead and unload it and get it safely in the house. As you can see, both pieces made it. The top hutch and the bottom buffet area, the glass made it all in one piece as well. We're going to go ahead and put the hutch top in the great room, and then leave the buffet bottom half over in the entryway. But we'll probably get started on the top, I'm thinking, first. I don't know. We'll just have to see. It's a project in work.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up?
Good morning. So I'm finishing up some coffee, and today Dan and I are going to be painting the hutch, the top part, and then the bottom half of the buffet area. We're going to be doing that outside in open air. Today's a good day for it. We're going to be using a paint sprayer. You don't need a paint sprayer. You can just use paintbrush, but we find that a paint sprayer kind of speeds up the process of painting, and it always gives a nice, even coat. We are going to be working outside, not in a closed, area. So I prefer to work outside because in the open air, because then I don't have to wear any kind of covering, because I don't like that, and I don't like that feeling. So whenever I do any type of paint where I'm going to be using the sprayer, I always work outside in the yard. So, and then I will, Dan and I are both going to be taking turns. He's really good about putting on the final coat when it comes to paint spraying. He's really good with that. I kind of like do the base coat, and then he comes in and does all the final layering. And then whatever the paint sprayer doesn't catch, that's where I like to come in with the paintbrush and hit all those little fine details. So that's what we're going to be working on today.
Go ahead and shine, darling, go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up, just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares?
I think the stain came out great on top of the buffet. I wanted to put a stain on it because I really wanted to distinguish between the two pieces, and that color is Espresso that Dan put on. We're just bringing in all the cabinets now, and the cabinet doors and the drawers, because they're all dried, and we need to get the glass in there to start assembling. I also need to work on the hardware. Now, the hardware that goes on the drawer and the cabinets, it was gold. And I checked it, and it's definitely brass, but it has a lacquer finish on it. And I have a brass aging agent, but it's not going to penetrate that sealed lacquer on there. So I'm going to have to strip it. I realized that it definitely had a lacquer on it because this china cabinet is older, and I noticed the brass was not aging. So I'm going to soak it in the brass aging liquid after I remove the lacquer. I have some paper towels, and I'm going to be using some steel wool to distress it. So here I'm just soaking it. It's taking a little bit of time. I do have to monitor it because this brass aging agent can act fast. So I got it aged up, and I'm just kind of showing you a little bit of mess there. But do you see how gold her hardware is on the china cabinet. And I'm just showing you what it looks like before, and here is an after. This is after I stripped the lacquer that was on top and dipped it into that agent and then used steel wool to kind of rub it to give it a little bit of a dark versus light look. But there's no lacquer now. That's just the brass, and I've aged it. I don't know if you can see the difference between that gold lacquer and not having it. So I'm just showing you the little pulley. I did that one. Here's another one I completed. I love the way that one turned out. And this one I actually sanded a little bit to give it a little more of a distressed look. I think it came out great. I'm really liking the hardware now. I wanted to give it more of a vintage look. And there's the little knob, and that's how it looks and how it all came together versus the lacquer on it. You can let me know what you think. Some people like that gold look. I prefer this look right here. And then I'm going to show y'all how they look on the actual cabinet. So that's how they came out. And I love it. Dan loved it too. I showed it to his mother. She was with us as far as I was constantly sending her pictures and videos every step of the way so she could see the process. And she loves the hardware too and how I aged it. I think it came out great. Here in a few minutes, we're going to be assembling as far as putting the windows in. Here's the drawer. Love the handles and how these came out too. But we're going to be putting the windows in because we need to do that. And here in a minute, guys, you're actually going to see the before. So here is the before, and we absolutely love the after. And Dan's family has already saw the cabinet, and his family, they love it too. So I'm excited to share it with y'all now. So here is the after, and we absolutely love it. I love the dark stain and how it distinguishes the two separate pieces. And the beautiful gray wainscoting in the back actually matches the gray under the chair rail. But guys, we are loving the outcome of this china cabinet, and Dan and I really enjoyed doing it together. And here's the china cabinet during the day without, let me scoot over, without the lights on. I thought I would show y'all during the day what it looked like. It's right there. And it's just beautiful. We love it. And we're so appreciative of Dan's mom, letting us have it. And we definitely enjoyed doing the project together. I love the back, the gray, wainscoting going on back there, and the beautiful Liberty Blue dishes, which is a big collector for me, but love it. Dan made these beautiful candle holders for me, and I just tied a little bit of fabric around them. But yeah, I love them. And to have all the candles lit at night, he made them, he stained them. Yeah, I love it. And then up there I have that candle in there. But to have the candles lit at night, it's just absolutely beautiful. This little guy here, I picked him up. I've had him now for a couple of weeks. I picked him up at an antique store. That cookie jar I've had forever. And then in another vintage shopping haul, y'all saw this beautiful, gorgeous cake platter right there. And I love this soup bowl. I've only been able to find one, so I'm constantly on the hunt for another one. So I'm always looking for Liberty Blue. But yeah, guys, that's how the china cabinet looks during the day. I definitely use this area for tablescape settings as far as the tablecloths and the placemats go in the drawer. But yes, thank you so much for coming on this little DIY makeover. Dan and I, like I said, had fun doing it. Oh, I wanted to show y'all my beautiful teacup also. I love that teacup. I probably need to find at least one more, I'm thinking, but I saw that and picked that up as well. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming on along and hanging out with us as we refurbished and made over this china cabinet. And y'all just take care. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.